We sent a letter to the chairman of the Financial Services Committee, Mr. Hinchland, asking him to help us to get involved with understanding the reviews that have been done by Deutsche Bank, basically dealing with a transfer of about $10 billion converted from rubles to US dollars, and who was involved with that. And there was another review that was done about Trump and his involvement with the Deutsche Bank, and whether or not they had information that could help us to understand whether or not Russia, the government, was involved in any way in guaranteeing loans. What was the connection between Trump and the Kremlin, with the Russian government. And so we've not been able to get any answers or any help from Hinchland in doing this, but we finally got the same letter that we had sent to Hinchland right into Deutsche Bank. And we're hearing from them that they want to know how they can, kind of perhaps cooperate with us, because we're saying and we're making, claims about the fact that Deutsche Bank has some real deep involvement with Mr. Trump in guaranteed loans. They were dealing with him and are dealing with him when no other bank will deal with him, because he's filed bankruptcy. He has all of this debt, and Deutsche Bank has a reputation for not having controls that would deal with money laundering. And so there's a lot of information that we think is important to the way that this president is being looked at and his connections to Russia and the Kremlin.
Right, so you're referring to the mirror trading scheme where billions of dollars of Western clients' money was taken out of Moscow into foreign currency. Congresswoman, I know you've called for a hearing on this topic and have pretty much gotten nowhere. Without Republican support on this inquiry, is Deutsche Bank going to be able to turn over anything to you?
Well, we would like them to volunteer to turn over information to us about Trump's connection to either that mirror scheme, which we don't know for sure, or we do know that one of the reviews they did was about his accounts and his involvement with the bank. But if we can't get it, the way that things are evolving, the way the intelligence committees, both on the House side and the Senate side, are delving into Trump's and his allies' connections to Deutsche Bank, and because Deutsche Bank has a reputation for not, taking care of what we believe is money laundering processes that's going on in the bank, it's going to come out one way or the other. We'd love to have this hearing. We don't have the cooperation of Mr. Hinchland or the Republicans, but it's inevitable that it's going to be revealed, whatever those connections are.
Congresswoman, I believe I heard you say, correct me if I'm wrong, they want to know, speaking of Deutsche Bank, how they can perhaps cooperate with this inquiry of yours. What indication have you gotten? What kind of indication that they might want to cooperate?
Well, it's as of today, they got a copy of the letter and they called and they're saying, we're concerned about this. We didn't know about the letter that has been sent to Mr. Hinchland. And what is it you're asking of us? What can we do? What do you want us to do? Let's talk. That's as far as it's gone.
So where are you going to go if they can't release this information? And isn't this something for some of the intelligence panels that are already investigating any ties to Russia to deal with?
It could be. One of the things that has happened with my office and my staff is we've been on top of some of these issues long before our committees really got serious about investigations. We had identified what we call the Kremlin clan, and we had named Manafort and Flynn and Carter and a number of them, Roger Stone, from all being involved in some way. And we were on top of the fact that Deutsche Bank had guaranteed loans and that made a loan to help develop the hotel here in Washington, D.C. So we're in advance, we know, of a lot of what's going on with the investigation. But yes, they certainly can pick it up, and perhaps will pick it up. And there may be even subpoenas involved at some point. But we were a little bit ahead of them in asking to have a hearing on it.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.